The emergency room called me at 11 p.m. and said, "Your son collapsed at the Greyhound station." I stood in my kitchen holding the phone, and it took me 3 tries to say it. "I don't have a son." The nurse didn't miss a beat. "You're the emergency contact in his phone. He's been asking for you since the ambulance. Please, he's 14 and he's alone." I drove there in my pajama pants. A charge nurse met me in the hallway. "A boy," she explained, "collapsed waiting for a bus. Ruptured appendix. They'd rushed him into surgery, caught it just in time. Severely underweight. And my number in his phone, saved under mom." "There's been a mistake," I said. "I've never met this child." She looked at me for a long moment, then said, "He's out of surgery and he's terrified. Whoever you are, you're the only person on this earth he asked for. Can you just sit with him until DCF gets here?" "What do you say to that?" I went in. He was so small in the bed. Dark hair, IV in his arm, that gray hospital blanket up to his chin. When he saw me, his whole face crumpled and he said, "You came, not a question." Like he'd been holding his breath for years and could finally let it out. I sat down. I didn't correct him. God help me, I couldn't. And then he started talking, groggy from anesthesia, and my skin went cold. He knew my cat was named Biscuit. He knew I grew up in Bakersfield. He knew I'd aged out of foster care at 18 with everything I owned in a trash bag, things I have never told a stranger in my life. While he slept, I did something I'm not proud of. I looked at his phone, which the paramedics had bagged with his clothes. No text from a mom, no text from a dad. His call log was food delivery refusals and a school attendance robot. His camera roll, a mattress on a floor, a padlock, a photo of a kitchen cabinet, empty except for a bottle of hot sauce. I found the nurse. "Did anyone reach his actual family?" She checked her notes, and her jaw tightened. "We reached the stepfather at 11:40. He said," and I'm quoting the note, "He ran off. That's his problem. He asked if the state was going to bill him. Then he hung up. We've called back twice. He's declined both calls." The boy had been lying in surgery, and the man raising him wanted to know about the bill. Around 4 a.m., he woke up and stared at me. Then his eyes filled, and he whispered, "I know you're not my mom. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." I asked him gently how he knew about Biscuit, about Bakersfield, about the trash bag. "You have a podcast," he said, "about being a foster kid, about how you made it out." He was crying so hard he could barely get the words through. "I found it last year. I've listened to every episode, some of them like 30 times. When you talked about the trash bag, I have one packed, under my bed. You said someday somebody would come, and I'd been pretending it was you. When they asked who to call, I was so out of it. I just kept pointing at your number. I called your listener voicemail line once. I saved it. Episode 47. The voicemail line I set up and mostly never check. I asked him one more question. The weight, the empty cabinet. Is that from being sick?" He looked at the blanket for a long time. "The lock's on the kitchen," he said. "He locks it when he leaves." I have never felt rage like that in my life. It was very quiet and very calm, and it walked me directly to the social worker when she arrived at 7 a.m. I reported everything. The photos, the phone notes, the lock. And then I heard myself say a sentence I had not planned. "I'm a certified foster parent. My license lapsed 2 years ago. Tell me what I need to reactivate it." Because here's what I never said on the podcast. I got certified after I aged out, then got scared and let it lapse. Scared I'd get it wrong. That was 5 months ago. Last night, he did his homework at my kitchen table. No lock on any cabinet ever. While Biscuit sat on his chemistry worksheet like she pays rent there. Episode 48 is called "Somebody Came." He helped me record the intro.